get Eric's webcam on the screen. Give me a second. Forgot about that. Good old display capture. There we go. There's Eric's face. Back here, display capture. Minimize it. There. Boom. You're on the screen. Alright, so welcome. That is related to the coronavirus, and it's looking like. Am I
muted?
How, bro?
Now it's back. People's mixing.
And you know how my mic gets. Got it. The cord.
Your audio is really
falls
cutting out,
man.
though.
It's a problem with this connector. But anyway, I mean, literally all that I've said is you guys know what this podcast is about. You guys see the title. Our worst fears are coming to reality with this in regards to, across the world and in sports. You know what I mean? You have March Madness being announced. They announced that they're going to play March Madness without fans. It's looking like the NBA is going that route as well. You could see games in empty arenas as soon as Thursday, maybe, as soon as Friday. So that means Nurkic's return on Sunday might be in an empty stadium, which absolutely sucks. You got March Madness in an empty stadium, which absolutely sucks. So from a sports standpoint, this just sucks. This just sucks. Obviously, sports aren't the most important thing with this thing. But I'm somebody who covers sports, covers basketball, so that's kind of, it's definitely a hit for me. It's definitely going to be tough on sports fans, just because for me, sports are something that I use to escape real world, issues, stress, that type of thing. Now that's not as now it's going to be obvious when you're watching a game what's going on, if that makes sense. It's not going to be the same escape as it was. And that's just tough, man. This year's been crazy. Dealt with a lot of stuff this year. It's only March 11th, and dealt with some tragedy, dealt with Kobe, dealt with this. I mean, like, this has just been a super tough year, and it at this point it looks like this virus is going to get worse. I've talked about on previous live streams how I think it is a little overblown, but I think I was focusing a bit too much on the mortality rate. I think the mortality rate might not be as high as 3.4, whatever was reported, but obviously this thing's going to spread, and it's going to be very widespread, even in the best case scenario. We're kind of at the point where it's going to be nearly impossible to contain this thing. I'm not going to get into the mistakes that the government has made or any of that. This isn't a channel for that type of stuff. We're going to try and keep this based on sports. But this is definitely not where we wanted to be, not the situation we wanted to be in as sports fans. So I don't even have a plan for this podcast. I don't even know.
We should do picks against the spread, but
I even forgot about that. But
real quick, though, the only positive thing that happened today, the Beavers pulling out the win at the buzzer today.
Did the chairs rattle loud? Oh, no, they have fans at the Pac-12 tournament.
Yep, they have fans at the Pac-12 tournament right now. Who knows if they will tomorrow?
I wish
but
this could just happen, and could have happened in the summer. Hopefully the summer ends up, making this thing less likely to spread, and hopefully it gets kind of under control by the summer. Because even at this point, I'm worried about next year. What's next year going to look like sports-wise? But we'll get into this. Let's look at picks against the spread records. Chat, you guys kind of fell off on Monday, and me and Eric went 4-0. So me and Eric are tied up top. Chat, don't fall behind. I forgot to change the games behind, but guys, 2 games behind right now. So I'm changed up the graphics a little bit. Let me know if you like it, but I can actually do it in a way where I can put chat's pick up there as well. So first game, we got Philadelphia against Detroit. Philadelphia favored by 11. I'm rolling with Philadelphia. Detroit's just an awful team. You got Philadelphia playing at home. I think they'll blow out the Pistons.
I'm going to take Detroit just because Philly hasn't been playing great, and 11 points is a lot of points to cover.
So vote for this game in the live chat. Let me bring up the chat on my phone. And you let me know. Looks like we got, because I don't know. This might take a little too much time to wait for chat's pick and then put it up on the graphic. But we looking like we got Detroit or Philadelphia. 1, 2.
Yeah, this is going to be impossible to do it that fast because
it might change.
People always vote
change, but right now it's looking
gone
like
to the.
I don't know. It's even. It's spread, so I'll go back to that. If the pick's obvious, I'll fill it in. But like, I could either do that or I could do that. So.
You totally messed me up. I had it, and it was. Then you started talking about Detroit, and it messed up my flow. But now I have to go all the way back.
I'm just messing with it. So whatever. Miami versus Charlotte. I'm going with Miami. Miami favored by 11. But I always go with Miami at home, and it works out for me, so I'm rolling with the Heat.
I'm going with Hornets because, once again, this is a high spread, so I'm just going to take the points there and hope it's a close game.
We can go back through these two and show chat who they picked. Because that's the one thing I wanted to fix is chat probably doesn't know who they end up rolling with, so I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'll recap our picks after this. Just let me know who. We got Atlanta and New York. Atlanta's favored by 5 in Madison Square Garden on the road. I'm taking the Knicks. I don't know why the Hawks are favored by 5 on the road. Maybe the Knicks have some players injured, but still, Hawks are a terrible road team, so I'm going to take the Knicks with the points at home.
I'm also taking the Knicks with the points. This is in Atlanta.
Isn't it? Okay. Well, that changes things.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I'm
but backwards.
Oh, yeah, it is in Atlanta.
I'm taking the Knicks with
so
the
Atlanta's
points.
favored by 5 at home. Okay, now that spread makes sense. Because I was saying this spread doesn't make any sense if it was in New York. But, okay, so it's in Atlanta.
So you're just going to have to do this segment without me. I'm so far behind because of your little wrench you threw in there.
All you have to do is count games like you always have. That's all.
But then we have people like Destrom, not to call you out, but he votes for the 76ers, and then he's telling everyone, no, Philly, vote Philly. And then it's like hard to tell who's voting for who. And then I was going in line, and now I have to go back through the whole thing, and now I'm a whole game behind. I'm still counting the Detroit-Philadelphia game. So
no, you can count that.
Just go without me.
It's all good. Never underestimate Ice Tray. Yeah, just count it. Is Eric's audio out of sync? Yeah, that's been a problem lately. I don't know why. How much is it out of sync? You guys let me know. I'll figure that out while you count the Philadelphia game, and we'll go from there.
Okay. It was really bad the other day.
I don't know why. Let me delete the let me remove that and audio. Alright, I don't know if I fixed it. Maybe it's just on the slides, hopefully, I'm not sure.
And please only vote once, people. It's hard enough. All right. I'm through the first game.
You got the second game?
Okay, I've got Heats is 1, 2, 3.
Who was the pick for the first game?
Was Philadelphia.
The second game, who did they go with? All right, just let me know.
On the second game right now.
I wish we could have like a live poll.
Yeah, but
They're making this hard.
The problem is every once in a while someone will comment and my chat will go to the end, and then I have to go all the way back up and figure out where I was
Okay,
in the
I'll
counting
comment for
process.
you. Heat, Hornets, heat 5, heat 2, 5, Hornets, 7, heat 7, Hornets, heat. Okay, we got 8 for the heat, 7 for the Hornets. So that'll be the. Oh damn! I didn't fix out chat's pick. Whatever. I don't care at this point. If I got it down, I could show chat's pick, but you got Knicks.
I got it. 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 5.
Looking like Atlanta.
1, 2.
Oh, it changes for every. Okay, never mind. I forgot it would do that. I gotta set it up differently. All right. Good. They're going with Atlanta for third game. We good? All right.
Yes.
Taking Denver. Denver's favored by 2.5 on the road, but Dallas has a lot of people out. So I'm going to take the Nuggets in this game. They're missing like Curry, Finney-Smith. I forget. Brunson was one of them, and a couple other guys. Porzingis. So they're very banked up, so I'm taking the Nuggets on the road.
Yeah, this is going to be my double down. I'm taking the Nuggets as well. I originally was going to take the Mavericks until I saw how many people were out tonight.
Yep.
2, 3.
Right now it's looking like... Oh, that shouldn't have been... There we go. Right now it's looking like Denver for them.
Yeah, but I mean, there's been almost 20 votes per game. So
you don't have to worry about too much about votes filtering in later. I mean, you got literally 8 for the Nuggets, 1 for Dallas. So we got OKC and Utah. OKC's favored by 3.5. I'm taking OKC and I'm doubling down on them at home. Only a 3.5 spread. Jazz are a very inconsistent team that struggle a lot. Thunder have been playing well lately. I'm gonna double down on Thunder.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Thunder as well. Rudy Gobert is out tonight along with Moutier. They're both sick. Hopefully that... Did you hear Rudy Gobert, I guess, was making fun of the media policy and went and touched everyone's mic 2 days ago and was like goofing around, and now he's sick 2 days later.
God, man.
Yeah.
That's dumb. That's dumb of him, but...
6, 1, 2, 3.
We got 7 for OKC, 3 for Utah, 4 for Utah, probably.
Yep.
We should just do it
7-4 right now.
votes.
So, well, if you want to do it that way, that's fine. But that's, but you should have given me a heads up on next time.
Sacramento and New Orleans. New Orleans is favored by 1.5 on the road in Sacramento. I'm rolling with New Orleans. This is an important game for the 8th seed. You got Sacramento and New Orleans tied with us for 9th. So you have a good game here. I'm gonna take the Pelicans here. Tough game to pick. Who do you got?
I'm taking Sacramento at home. Was the difference for me. Might be voting with my heart instead of my brain here, because I'm hoping the Kings beat New Orleans, because I think they're more of a threat for that 8th seed than.
Yeah. We got Kings, New Orleans, Kings, New Orleans, Kings.
1, 2.
It's tied through 10. So next, we got 2 more for Pelicans. So Pelicans. They're rolling with the Pels. Alrighty. So this is what our picks are looking like. They're rolling with Philadelphia for game 1. For game 2, who'd they go with for game 2? You have it written down?
That one is Miami.
There we go. They're going with Miami for game 2. For game 3, who'd they end up going with? Atlanta? Alrighty.
Yep.
There you go. Game 4, they went Denver, correct?
Denver, and that'll be their double
Alrighty,
down
so
because
you're
that was
doubling
their
down with Eric on that
biggest.
one. Game 5, they went with Utah or OKC. I forget. I'm blanking.
They
Alrighty,
went
so
with
we're all on
OKC.
OKC on that one, just like we're all on Denver. And then this one, they went with Sacramento? No, they went with New Orleans. Alright, so there we go. There we go. That is our picks. I think it resets them if I click back. Alright, yeah, that is our picks. Anyway, main scene. Let's just we're done with the picks. So anyway, hopefully Eric's audio is synced. Is Eric's audio synced on the screen?
Hello,
Because
sync
I don't know
sync
why
one
that's an
two.
issue. I can delay it a little bit.
Says no.
I'll just delay it a little bit. Audio output capture.
Not even close,
Where's that
says
thing?
Nix.
Let me try just doing desktop audio. And now that there is no desktop audio. I don't understand, man, why it's a problem, but maybe I gotta like update my computer or something. But yeah, I don't know. I guess so.
Yeah, just the audio, not the video.
So the audio is like, so the video's in sync, but the audio's delayed.
Yeah, that's
Why
what
the
happened the other
hell?
day too.
let me listen to it.
Hello, testing.
I do not know. I don't know why it's like that, but it's kind of hard to do a podcast like that. I guess we'll just work with it. Negative 200. That doesn't work. All right. We'll have to try and figure that out. Because even on a post game show, that'd be a problem. But was that a problem on the post game show last night?
Well, yeah, I listened to a little bit back, but it seemed like there was a lot of like you would ask me a question and then it would be like blank, and then it would like talk. Yeah.
Bro, yeah, I don't know. Sorry, guys. I don't understand why it's like that, but I mean, I guess I'll pause for a little bit after Eric's talking, and we'll try and I don't know. Of course, that's the thing right now. All right. So you have just a crummy situation with this thing. I'm in support of postponing games. I don't think you can postpone the tournament, but NBA games, I think you could postpone games, and I'm in favor of maybe postponing games for a month.
Well, that definitely helps the
Yeah, I
Blazers get
mean,
healthy.
but just yeah,
Not
that's
to make
not
light of
yeah,
it or
that's not
anything,
even like a
but
factor for me. If you're gonna play games without fans, why not just postpone the season a month and see if you can get it under control. You know, maybe it's time for you to start to warm up. I mean, like, I don't know, because flu season ends in March, April. It might have an effect. It might not. From what I've read, I read about this thing for like 3 hours last night, just to try and educate myself. So it might have an effect, and it might not. Like just warmer temperatures, you know, warmer weather, more humidity in the air might make it harder to transfer. That's what they theorize is the reason why there is a flu season that ends in March or April. So, oh, I didn't mean to turn up my volume. That was an accident on my phone. But so that's the thing. It's like, okay, so it's March 11th. You know, in April, if you put in strict measures, cancel sporting events, whatever, maybe you can get this under control a little bit. And then at that point, maybe it'd be okay to play with some fans in stadiums. Maybe you have to limit how many fans you have in there. I'm not entirely sure. Like I, I just postpone it for a little bit because, and then have like a certain date where if they still can't play games with fans, then they play games in an empty arena. You know what I mean? Like that, then they go
Yeah.
forward with that. That is what they should do, in my opinion. You keep the schedule the same, you just delay it by a month. Because I mean, if
I I think they're worried about though, because if like one player in the NBA gets it, you pretty much have to not play with their team can't play or he can't play. I
well,
don't know how
you
they
don't have
work
them
it.
practice, you don't have them, during this month off. I mean, you don't have them practice, you don't have them do much. Um, and then maybe like the week before they return, like a week before, then they start practicing whatever. But I mean, you should be testing players every day. I don't know. Like, yeah, you could have some problems. I'm just saying, they're still going to play games anyway. It's not, players could still get it. I'm just saying, if you're going to play games with no fans in the stadium, postpone games for a month and then see where we're at a month from now. In terms of controlling this thing, hopefully it's more under control. And the thing is, like a month from now, if it looked like, okay, we're actually starting to see some level of control, then maybe you wait a couple more weeks, just because you think in a couple weeks you could have fans in the stadium. I think fans in the stadium is important for the viewer experience at home. I think it's important for fans. I think it's important to the game. You know what I mean? I think it's something that's underestimated. I think it's important to the game. So if you're playing, just games without fans, man, I think viewership will go down. Obviously, the NBA's revenue will go down. I think they stand to have a chance to recoup more of their revenue if they simply postpone games and for a month, maybe a month and a half, and see what happens. The thing is, there's not much, NBA players are doing going into summer. It looks like the Olympics might be canceled. So I mean, if they're playing the finals end of July, like, with fans, I'd take that playing end of June without fans. I'm just saying, so that is my opinion on that. So
Yeah. They don't really have anything preventing them from doing that. The consensus, though, today in a Board of Governors meeting was to continue playing without fans as the number one priority versus playing without. I kind of disagree with you. I think ratings are going to go through the roof because you have all the people not there that'll
yeah, but I
watch on
don't
TV
think
now.
all 20,000 of them will watch on TV. I think you're talking about what, and I think some people tune out. So I don't think ratings will be any better for those reasons.
I don't think it'll hurt it. I
Yeah,
don't think they'll go
I
down.
mean,
Like you have the
sounds
same
like
amount of
okay.
people watching still.
I don't know. I don't know. It's just it's gonna be awkward to watch. That's the thing. Sports is an entertainment escape for people. You know what I mean? Like they watch sports to obviously for the love of the game, entertainment, whatever, but also just to like not deal with real world issues. Like it's an escape for a lot of people. You know what I mean? Watching an empty stadium is just like it's a reminder almost of everything. So I feel I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
So I saw some stuff on it. As last year, gate revenue, so like ticket sales and souvenirs and food and all that stuff, was 25.1% of the basketball related income for the under the
Mm-hmm.
CBA. And that's down from, I think the highest I saw was like 2004 when it was about 37%. So it has been trending down for a while, but you're still talking about a fourth of your revenue towards the cap, just
I
from
mean, more than
attendance at
that, I would
games.
think, because you got
Uh,
playoff revenue is much higher. So
right. Yeah. So I don't know if that 25% was just the regular season or if that included playoffs. But yeah, you have to factor in there's still what, 15 to 20% left of the season, plus playoffs, like you said, and the players get 50% of that income. That's how the salary cap is based and stuff like that. So they're forecasting this could make a 10% drop in salary cap if they don't make a rule to kind of go around what happened this year. So yeah, that's quite a significant, when you're talking about 100 plus million salary cap, that's over 10 million. It could decrease if fans weren't allowed the rest of the season. At like best case scenario, it's probably, like you said, worse than that because of the playoffs and all the storylines this year. Yeah.
Mario says you can be a non-symptomatic carrier of the virus. Just checking people as they enter won't work, and also they can still spread it before they enter too. I wish there was just an efficient way to test a breathalyzer or something. I wish there was something that easy where fans could blow it as they enter the stadium. You throw out the breathalyzer if it's a positive test. You don't let them enter. I don't know. I just wish there was a way around this. Obviously, there's not. Obviously, I just wish there was a way around this, man. It just sucks. Like this year, we've already dealt with too much this year. It's only March 11th. We've already dealt with a year's worth of. I mean, now we're dealing with a damn pandemic. And we dealt with Kobe Bryant passing away. Dealt with, this is just in the sports world dealt with a ton. Like this year's just it just sucks, man. This year sucks. Like I hope it just gets better from here, but it's tough.
I wish they would have like some sort of lottery where like 100 people could go in.
One person a section.
You have to not be sick or whatever. Yeah. And then they can just cheer their butts off.
Yeah. All 20s of the last few centuries have big plagues and pandemics. What were you saying?
I was just gonna say, Tommy Thompson added to your thing that we lost our home opener win streak too.
Yep. It also sucks because I've been making money off of NBA tickets. Off my SeatGeek code, I've been making decent money, so that's gonna go down the drain too. I didn't even think of that at all this podcast. That's another byproduct. Is that sucks. People tuning that game, so people are gonna tune out of the channel. It's just rough, man. Just not how I envisioned this season going. Imagine at the start of the season, the Blazers are going to be 29 and 37 at the time that they make the decision to finish the entire season without having any fans in attendance because of a pandemic. And that's going to happen a month after Kobe Bryant dies. Imagine saying that at the start of the year, bro. Like what? Are you kidding me? Oh, man. Dude, it's just... I don't know. It's just crazy. This season it's insane.
I'm guessing because, Seattle to the north, in case you guys missed it, they're not allowing groups of over 250. By the way, does that mean all schools are closed right now?
I don't know.
Is that how it works up there? Because my kids' schools have more than 250 kids
I've
in
read
them.
Stuff about kids, kids under 12 or 13 seems to have really no effect on them. So,
but they still pass it to other people, and that's how it spreads. That's why, you could just have an arena with no people not feeling sick, but it could still spread to all those people, and they could spread it to other people.
No, I get it. It seemed like it was harder for they were more immune to it. It was harder for them to get it. That's kind of I don't know. That's how it seemed to. I don't know. I just read something about it. That's how it seemed to put it, but I don't know.
And then, so you have San Francisco to the south banning anything over 1,000 people, and I just think that's going to put pressure on the government in Oregon to do the same, because people are going to start to question why there isn't a policy in place for that here, and yeah. So I'm guessing, I don't know. We might still play that game tomorrow night normally,
Nurk's return is
but I have a feeling
Nurk should
Nurk's
return tomorrow.
return. Yep.
Honestly, against Memphis, fans in attendance. Like if I were him, I'd be like, okay, screw it, I'm gonna return tomorrow.
Well,
I want to return in front of fans.
well, why did they fly him down to Santa Cruz where there's like a big outbreak of it
Nurkic's
right
return
now to
delayed. He has
practice with the
coronavirus
team?
because we flew him down to coronavirus land in San Francisco, Santa Clara. I started to say coronavirus. I just played it off. Whatever.
Tired Eye says he's going to a concert tonight at the Moda Center. I mean, there was a game last night at the Moda Center. Like they don't seem too concerned about it.
You
But
go up to Alaska or something.
yeah. Personally, so my 7-year-old gets to be honorary captain on Tuesday at the Minnesota game, and probably gets to meet Dame, who he loves, and that might not happen now. So it's really disappointing. I got decent tickets to the game on Thursday night, and my daughter is in her state dance competition on Friday at the Memorial Coliseum. So who knows if they'll cancel or postpone that now. Yeah.
Guess it's time for me to really start a gaming channel. Shit, man.
Yeah. You can sit at home
Oh my
and
goodness.
quarantine yourself.
Honestly, I don't know, man. I wish they'd just postpone these games. I'm so frustrated. Screw this damn virus, man. Literally ruining the one thing that, has always been my escape personally. Like, so anyway, yeah, it's rough. So I don't even know what to say at this point. Like,
if you want some content for your gaming channel, like you could have me learn how to play Fortnite or like
Eric
one of those games that's really popular.
That'd be funny.
And just like people like hilariously laughing at me because I'm
Rocket
so
League.
terrible.
Because people could really could see the stuff I'm doing, see the stuff you're doing. That'd be funny. Shoot, man. Yeah, I mean, let's all quarantine ourselves. Shoot, it's probably not good. I don't know. I mean, maybe I shouldn't bring this up, but it's probably not good for your business either, is it?
It's not good for any business.
I mean, it's not good for anything too. I'm just thinking parties, that type of thing. Damn, man.
Yeah.
I will just read chat and whatever.
Try not to think about it too much.
Shit, man, right now. Like, let's just dub in crowd cheering and old Blazer crowd footage and keep a tight shot. Yeah, for real. Edit in a crowd and a CGI crowd. That'd be kind of funny.
Bad versus good. So no, there's just it came out today that they're probably going to start playing the NBA games without fans. There isn't a particular thing that happened at the arena last night, but I mean, hardly anyone's getting tested in Oregon, so it's possible that if just one person had it, they spread it all over. So they're trying to make rules right now that prohibit gatherings of large people.
Return can be moved up. I don't know. If tomorrow's the last game played with fans, then I hope that they move his return up so that he can make his return in front of fans. Because it'd be sad. It'd be sad for Nurk if he returns in an empty stadium in the first game in an empty stadium. So.
Yeah. Thanks, Decline. I appreciate it. He said he'd come by some St. Patrick's Day stuff.
Support the man, Eric. Also, I did post this morning my full highlights reaction to last night's game, which was actually a pretty fun video to make. So if you want to watch that, there's a Patreon link in the description below. Oh yeah, $5 a month. We'll get you access to my full highlights reactions, and we'll get you entered into merch giveaway and that type of stuff. So.
Hey, I want to see that video.
I could maybe give you like moderator access. I'll figure it out. But if you guys want to watch that, yeah, there's a link in the description below. Patreon link. Donate $5 a month or more to help support your boy. Get some free content, or not some free content. It's technically paid content, but you know, get some content for free once you pay.
Some extra
get
awesome
your bonus
content.
That's what I'm gonna call it. Bonus content.
Well, we'll probably be able to hear Carmelo say "get the f out of here" on his rebounds really clearly.
Oh, they're gonna have to mute the rim mics because you're gonna be able to pick up on so much, honestly.
Yeah.
It's
just depressing.
Man.
I mean, I understand why. Why they're having to prevent the spread of it. It just sucks that this is the reality of it, you know.
F out of here, Nurk. first possession, Nurk's back in, goes for his first rebound. Carmelo. Oh man. Soccer.
Alvaro says soccer players are getting it in Italy.
Our healthcare system. We should be trying to figure out how to increase our healthcare capacity right now, because it's likely to spread to just as many people as, I don't know. They're basically just trying to slow down the spread. The problem is, you know, if it spreads too much too quickly, the healthcare system gets overwhelmed and you have to turn people away. So they should be trying to figure out how to increase our healthcare capacity. They should have been doing that for the past month, but with the way the government has handled this, I highly doubt they've really worked on that. I don't even know if that's something that's easy to work on. You know, I don't even know exactly what that entail. But I mean, the government turned a blind eye to this, and then they got smacked in the face.
Do you want me to lighten the mood a little bit? Hope I can find it. Hold on. Give me a minute to find it. So, I don't want to mess this up. But Hassan Whiteside put a very funny post. I think it was on Instagram last night. And he posted something about, like, guy tried to get a massage, instead ended up getting a facial or something. And then he said, pause. That was for the People's Mix. And then everyone had, like, Bam and Dion Waiters, Mello, Rodney Hood, all these people are like, dude, you might want to, like, check what you just said. Like, and there was even, like, a WTF pause in there by someone. I think it was Bam. But yeah, it was pretty funny. And he's like, chill, you guys are reaching. That's not what I said. Like, if someone has that exact quote,
it's funny. Yeah, cool. You had a lot of NBA players in there. A lot of NBA players in there.
Oh, here we go.
So is the... Yeah, go ahead.
It's loading. Hold on. Oh, it's one of these sites that you have to go through, like, multiple pages. Okay, yeah. So I didn't come for the massage. I wanted the facial. Hashtag Rip City. Hashtag Dirty Left. I guess initially said hashtag pause too, but he deleted that. And then Carmelo says that's a super pause. Ayo. And he says, Hassan says, man, y'all reaching. Dion Waiters just had the like crying emoji a bunch of times. Bam says caption change needed.
Yeah.
Hoodie says, hold up, man. You said what? My son
He
says,
had some
bro,
of the
stop
NBA
reaching.
players making fun of him.
That's
That
funny.
was funny.
Why would he say that? Like, what? He should have said like poster or
Hmm.
something. Like, that was
Yeah.
just so bad. But hey, if that's what he's into, I don't care.
Yeah.
It'll it'll be all right, Tari.
Um,
It'll all work out.
I don't know. I was finally in a better mood the past like week or two too.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Empty arenas, yeah, the SeatGeek thing. I can't do
Yeah.
anything about that, but yeah, who knows? You might have more people tuning in for Blazer content because they
Yeah.
can't
Maybe.
go to the game or get
I don't
stuff that
know.
way.
You know.
The tourney next week's going to be so
So
weird without
sure.
people. I can't believe they already made the
So.
decision not to do that. Like that's part of like the whole
The
thrill of the tourney
atmosphere.
is like the
Yeah.
crowd getting into it, the underdogs. Like you got a team like what was that Chicago? Like what was that team a few years ago that was like um, made a run and they had like their crowd going crazy. It's going to be a lot harder for underdogs to win probably. But that's a lot of stuff they're going to have to cancel if they do implement some sort of
Yeah.
rule.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, March Madness still be March Madness, I guess. I just because that's gonna. I mean, I assume there's gonna be less people like paying attention to it though. So like the content I was gonna make around it is gonna take a hit. The the SeatGeek stuff, all that, like everything just takes a hit.
Solar Money says E3 just got canceled. You know what that is? The big like
Hmm.
video game convention thing. Yep. Where they all revealed their big new things. Probably going to be a lot on the PS5 this year.
What about PS5? There's gonna be a lot on the PS5.
Well, at E3 there was probably
Oh,
going to be a lot of new information about it, but I mean they can still come out with that.
yeah. I don't. Just like with all this going down, like I wish. I don't know. Like obviously I don't. Obviously I love doing this, but it's almost like God. I put myself in a position where like is I'm like doubly affected by this. You know what I mean? Like it is tough. Like as a fan and as a content creator, like I was affected by this. It just makes it tougher. Like I don't know. And like obviously, you know, whatever. I don't know. I'm a content creator. You know, it's not that bad. Whatever. I'll be fine. Other people are dealing with it and going through all that. So I mean, you know, I'm not trying to. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just venting. I'm just venting, guys. I'm just frustrated. It just sucks. You know, I'm just I'm not in a just not in a good mood today for this whole thing going down. And I a lot of times I won't be in a good mood and I can fake it. I'm just at this point it's just screwed. um,
But like I said, other than SeatGeek, it doesn't change any of your content, right? Actually, it gives you something else to talk about. The difference between having a full arena and not.
yeah.
because the games, other than the Ivy League, I think all the basketball games are still going on,
Apparently
so it
they
doesn't
canceled Big
change
Ten
you being
tournament.
able to
Somebody said in
talk
chat,
about them.
but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna talk about the Big Ten tournament or anything like that. I just content's gonna take a hit. It's, I don't know. Whatever. I'm just gonna stop complaining.
Mario is really going in on you about not checking Discord and starting Twitch channel and all that
What do you
stuff.
mean not checking Discord? I literally have posted 2 Discord links in the past 2 days.
He said you're not reading what
I'm
he
not.
says.
I don't want to be annoying, but start building branching out into gaming and Twitch. You can just chill, play games, and talk about stuff like right now. I gotta make. I gotta. I don't know. That way, we'll make the Blazers stuff podcast post game shorter on YT, and the VOD will be shorter, so people watch it later. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if that was you that suggested it a couple of days ago, or if that was somebody else, but I don't want to I don't want to transition streams over to. I don't want to switch midstream to Twitch. Like, and people can shorter vid doesn't mean more people will watch. Because I've looked at the analytics like that. People can watch back an hour. You know what I mean? And then click off the video. You know, if it's 3 hours, they can watch an hour. You know what I mean? They can choose what part they want to watch. You know, people should know the progression of our post game shows. We break down the game for an hour and then slowly get away from the game. Whatever, just chill. Whatever. I don't know. Like maybe that'd be a good idea. I don't know. I'd have to think about it more. But
Yeah, maybe you should sign off before you depress everyone.
All right. I'll see you guys later. As always, peace out.